Hey there, this is episode 13 of my Bayonetta series. This is chapter 12, The Broken Sky. And we are now nearing the end of the game, as this is one of the final normal chapters of Bayonetta, I think. After this there are mostly boss fight chapters, boss fight chapters. And then there's that one Isla del Sol chapter, where that is completely different than everything else. Anyway, this is 3 Gracious and Glorious at once, which is really difficult. My strategy here is usually to try to defeat one of them as quickly as possible and then use a torture attack on another, so that I'm just left with one of them. So what I did there in the beginning was I used the Staff Angel Arm to deal as much damage as I could to all of them at once. And then I used some strong attacks to finish off one of them, and another one was already at half damage, so I used a torture attack to try to finish him off as well. And then, when there's just one left, you can kind of try to keep your distance and wear him down. And here are some more angels. This is a bit easier, but it's still pretty difficult. There are 3 Ardors now, and all of them are on fire. But the thing you can do here is just stay away from them and keep on using the Tetusanko move that I'm using right now to quickly tear through them. Because these aren't ranged angels, they can't attack you from far away. As long as you keep away from them, you should be able to defeat them without that big of a challenge. Here are some more normal angels on fire. Same thing here, just use ranged attacks or Tetusanko move. Also, the rocket launcher is pretty effective against these guys. Also, you can use the fire Durgas on electric enemies and you will not take any damage from attacking them. The only problem is that I don't normally use them, so I'm not that good with them. But sometimes I will try to use them to mix things up a bit. Wow, that was a short battle. Here are a bunch of decorations, which might be the easiest battle in the entire game. The only problem is getting enough combo, but you just use the explosions and that will not be an issue at all. Took me 10 seconds. This fight is a bit tricky because you have to fight these angels through these spinning propellers, and if you walk through them you will take damage if you walk through them while they are spinning. So you have to stay on one side of them or walk through them only when they are still. And here is one fight against one Jean. And I can of course only deal damage to her in witch time. I have to wait for her to use Wicked Weave so I can enable witch time and attack her. But this wasn't too difficult for me, at least. And here is of course the main battle of this chapter. This is the fight against Jean. This is one of the hardest fights in the entire game. I'd say it's even harder than the final boss or the final fight against Jean, because in that fight you have a bunch of checkpoints which you do not have here. You have to defeat all of her life bars in one checkpoint without failing. And she is of course very fast and has like, I don't know, 6 life bars. Then you also have to deal enough combo, because I think I managed to beat her about 2 times before I actually met the combo requirement. So when I beat her I was very excited, and then the combo screen showed up and told me I didn't get the pure platinum, which means I not only had to restart the fight, I had to restart the entire chapter 2 times. So once I got here I was really stressed out, not only because I was so close to beating her, but also if I had met the requirements or not, because I did not really want to risk having to redo everything. But fortunately I did meet the requirements and I finally beat her. Now after Jean there's not that much left that's difficult, you just have to beat the rest of the chapter. The hardest part is over. We have to protect Cereza from the angels and the electric water. That's why this is an outside body fight. I am using the Evil Harvest Rosary accessory right now, which means that every time I dodge, I will deal extra damage to the enemies. The harmonies are never difficult. You just use the whip and throw them around at each other, and that's it. I think that was the final fight of this chapter. Now we just have to pick up Cereza and get out of here. So that was the Broken Sky. And after this we have the fight against Prudence, which is my favorite boss fight of the game. But that was it for this chapter, so I will see you then. Bye!